Thousands of Canadians are turning to laser eye surgery to correct their vision. While the vast majority of patients leave with improved sight, there are growing concerns the procedure could be linked to suicide. Joining me now to explain is W5's Avis Fabro. Avis, thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Okay, so you spoke with several families, but you focus on the story of Jessica Starr, a Detroit meteorologist. What happened?
Well, so we did a story last fall on concerns about LASIK eye surgery and how people were suffering from this type of pain. They call it corneal pain, where they can't really do anything. And so after we aired that story for W5, there were two people who took their lives, including Jessica Starr from Detroit. So we took a closer look. And, you know, we spent some time with her family trying to understand, because they're bringing her story forward. She had LASIK surgery in October of last year, and by December, she ended her life. It's rare, but this is a very serious thing because she's a mother of two and she took her life. So why?
You spoke to her husband, Dan, and we have a clip. So let's take a look.
When did you notice there was a problem?
I would say within 3 to 4 days of having the procedure, Jessica really started to, I would describe it as panic. She was complaining that her eyes were actually getting so dry that they were sticking to her eyelids.
Dan mentions panic just there that Jessica was feeling. What happened?
You're right. And the one thing about Jessica's story is that she started to document things. She was a TV person, so she actually started to show what was happening to her. So they shared some of these videos with her. So it raises questions. What are the side effects after laser eye correction surgery? They are rare, but what do you do if they happen? And that's what her story raises. Why did she go to doctors and why did they say, oh, your eyes are perfect, you have 20/20 vision, when in fact she was struggling and panicking, and you see this unfolding. And so her family's raising questions. Well, okay, laser eye surgery works well for the majority of people, and if we take that as a fact, what do you do for however many end up with complications like Jessica? What do you do for them?
Avis, what is the industry saying?
Well, the industry points out that there's no link between suicides and laser surgery. And it's true. I mean, you know, the procedure doesn't make you take your life. But we show two cases, that of Jessica and a Canadian man named Paul Fitzpatrick, who ended up with these symptoms that no one could help them with. And they end up taking their lives because they become so depressed and hopeless. There's something wrong with that. When people do an elective procedure that they pay for, it can work out well, but if it doesn't, there needs to be something for them to help them really quickly.
Avis, I remember when the story came out last fall, and there's a lot of people who have had this surgery. If they are listening and they've had this surgery and they're fine, should they be concerned?
No. I mean, it is a safe surgery, according to the industry, according to the data. But you just have to be aware that there are risks, and there is research now going underway to try and figure out who is at risk, who maybe shouldn't get the procedure. Are too many people getting the procedure who shouldn't? And what do you need to have in place if you do run into a problem? That's the key.
It is a fascinating story, and we thank you for your investigation and for coming on this morning to share it.
Thank you.
So if you would like to see the episode, it's airing this weekend. W5's Deadly Vision is on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern on CTV.